Hello and welcome. Today we are going to be putting on the taillight cover here. So we can't put the taillight cover on, and that is because this entire quarter panel is actually not for this car. Let me explain why. So if we look down here, you can see that it is about just a little bit under an inch sagging down. If we look into the wheel well over on the inside as well, also hanging down and then moving towards the front where the side scoop would be, they can see right on the bottom that it dips down just a little bit. When I was putting this on, I was like, it's probably just me. I'll be able to fix this with Bondo, no problem. And then I found out that there's really no way that I could pick this up and put it on right. So I started kind of inspecting the car and I was like, why is this not right? If we look at these differences between these two, they're very, very subtle differences, but as we look down both the sides of the car, you can see that on the driver's side, it actually swoops up a lot harder and has much more pointy hips, whereas on the passenger side, it has much more of a flat contour. I also thought this was with me how I put it on because I had to hammer just a little bit to get it to lie flush against the C-pillar of the vehicle, although that is not the case. Come to behold, after doing a little bit of extra research, that the difference between the 64.5 and the 65 models is that they actually ended up changing that little bit of a point on the hood as well as towards the rear, which is what is giving us this problem. In order to confirm this, I slapped on the rear cover extension that covers this just to kind of seal everything up, and I noticed that it doesn't line up here on the corner as well as honestly any of it. So we're gonna have to cut it all out and redo it, which sucks, but that's all right. We make mistakes, and like I said, Bruce is fighting back. He does not want to come back to life, although this one's kind of on us. On the part number I'll show is that it said 64R, which when we were buying the part, it said 64 to 66, so we're like, oh, 65, it works, no problem. Well, that was before we found that out. So we'll have to be getting another rear quarter. So in the meantime, while we wait on that to come in, we're gonna be doing the battery tray today instead. Oh, and I almost forgot, when I cut all of this out, as you can see on the left-hand side here is that there's this little swoopy boy, and it's not on this side. That is because I cut it originally for this back piece, and when I was looking through, I saved it intentionally to take this off. Although when I was looking through all the parts and throwing some stuff away to clean stuff out of our garage, I was like, there's something I needed off of this. And I was like, no, I got everything. I did not. So we have to order this as well. Let's go ahead and get into work.